So I'm gonna put a few people in here that I think can honorable mentions. So Silva, no, Ericsson, all the world, that was out. Aubameyang, because he got 22 goals yesterday, so makes sense. Who else? Pogba. I know he's in the actual one, but I don't think he deserved to be in it. So there's that. We'll put in Salah stuff back up, but Salah really shouldn't be in there. We'll put Son in there as well, and we'll put Sani in there because I think he deserves. So anyway, we're going to get the obvious ones out of the way, which is Alisson, obviously, because he's the guy with the most clean sheets, so it makes sense. Then we're going to go for Van Dijk, and then we're going to go for Andy Robertson. These are probably the most obvious, but it has to be done. The other centre back, this is going to hurt me a little bit since I am a Liverpool fan and we just about lost the Premier League yesterday. It's alright, it's not too bad, but I'm going to put Laporte in here. These four have been without a doubt the best in the league. Laporte, considering he was, I think, 50 million, something like that, last January. No, the January before last, when they won the first Premier League. He didn't really look all that good, but every single time he came in this season, particularly against Liverpool, I think he was very, very, very good. Van Dijk, everybody knows about Van Dijk, he's stupidly good, and Robertson has the second most assists in the league. Now, I actually, you know what, I'm going to take out Son. I'm going to put a Liverpool player here. It's going to surprise a few people because people will probably put him in here before anybody else, but I'm going to put Trent here. Yes, he has the most assists in the Premier League, but I personally think there's a player here that does deserve it just a tiny bit more. I'm not saying this because I'm Irish. I'm saying this purely because I actually think this guy deserves a lot of credit. It's Doherty. Besides Trent, he has been the best attacking wing-back in the Premier League. And I think Wolves deserve a lot of respect. And I think Nuno Espirito Santo, the Wolves manager, deserves a lot of respect as well because he has made Wolves one of the best looking teams just coming from promotion that I've seen in a while, and the wing backs Doherty and Johnny are part of the reason of that. CDM, we're actually going to go for another City player, and I forgot that that's there. I'm going to go Fernandinho. I think there's no doubt in anybody's mind that this guy has to be in there. Without Fernandinho in the midfield, you can actually notice how bad City play. It's kind of like when Liverpool don't have Gini Wijnaldum or Van Dijk even. You notice how bad the Liverpool are. Like, he's kind of like Busquets in the sense that he holds the ball. He's the centre to all their passing where they need to go. And he probably was, well, not probably was, he was the best player on the pitch when Liverpool went to the Etihad. So at the other place, we're actually going to go for Bernardo Silva. I should maybe go for David Silva, but I don't know, man. I think Bernardo has been incredible this season. You could play him as a centre mid, you can play him here where he's naturally been at both Monaco and the first season for City, and he'll do a job. But he's so good. I actually don't understand how much he's improved since last year. Like, last year I thought, alright, he's pretty good, but he's nowhere near Sterling and Sané's level. Silva's been that good, he's kept Sané out of the team. And that's really hard to do because Sané is unbelievable. Yeah, he's not as fast as Sané, but he's probably got better dribbling. He's got a way better left foot. Probably has more skill than Sané. And his passing, oh my god, it's up there with David Silva's and De Bruyne's. Here, it's another Wolves player. I think Wolves deserve a lot more respect than they did getting this. I'm actually not going to go for João Moutinho. I'm going to go for Ruben Neves. When I saw this guy this season, I thought, okay, so there's obviously a lot of pressure on him, but can he live up to it? And I think he handled it kind of well, to be honest. Not as good as Moutinho, who... There's a lot more pressure on Moutinho because of his standards. He's 31 years of age. He, with Ruben Neves, was probably the best midfield partnership in the Premier League. But what I liked the most about Neves is his range of passing. He's unbelievable when it comes to passing. He's kind of like Gerrard in his prime. How he just takes the ball, one touch, bang. And it almost every single time goes to where he's aiming. He didn't score as many good goals as he did last year, but he still managed to get up there. He still managed to get a few good goals. And I think he scored one of the goals that knocked Liverpool out of the FA Cup, even though our team that we put out for that wasn't exactly great. But do you know what? It's fine. Over here, we're actually going to go for one of the joint top goal scorers. It's another Liverpool player. Kind of obvious, but we're going to put Mane in here because I think Mane has been our best attacker this season. Yeah, Salah proved that he isn't a one-season wonder, but I think he went through a 2 to 3 month spell without scoring a goal in any competition, which for someone of his caliber is terrible. It's not right. So Mane, when Salah wasn't scoring, he was scoring, and he was... Do you know what, boys? If Van Dijk didn't get Player of the Year, I think Mane had to get, because Mane has been sensational this year. We're going to go for another City player. This is kind of annoying. And we're going to go for a young player of the year, Raheem Sterling, because this has been Raheem's best season I've seen him play. Point blank, period. I know people are going to say that he's only getting into this because of the racial abuse thing, which I think is just stupid, but he's been unbelievable this season. So good. I suppose the only problem is he doesn't get 20 or more goals, but he's still only 24, so Sorry, mouth dry. He still has a lot of room to grow. So I think he will get in there. I think he will be doing well. And then here, I'm only going to put him in here because no one else did. And I'm very sure he has a centre forward card. Hold on, does he have a centre forward card? He does. I'm actually going to put Hazard in here. I would have put him out on the left, but Mane doesn't have a centre forward card, and I think Mane has to be in the team of the season for me anyway. But Hazard single-handedly got Chelsea top 4. It's not a joke. It's not an understatement. It's not an overstatement. Hazard has single-handedly got Chelsea top 4 this season, and I think he'll win them the Europa League as well. I like Arsenal, don't get me wrong, but Hazard's just one of those players where when he gets going, it's impossible to stop him. Like that solo goal he got against West Ham. That goal was, Jesus, it was just a little bit worse than Salah's against Chelsea. Like just a small bit worse. But he contributed with over 30 goals for Chelsea, which was like, I think it was 17 goals and 15 or 16 assists, something crazy like that. And yeah, he somehow didn't get in the PFA Team of the Year. I do kind of understand why Trent got in there instead of Doherty, but I think Doherty, considering Wolves are just a newly promoted side, and they're now going to go and play European football in their first top flight season in 5 or 6 years. That's amazing. I can kind of understand why Trent goes in there, because before yesterday he had 12 assists at right back, but now he's got 14 and he's got the booth for assists. But I think the way the PFA player of the season and the team of the season went, it was just completely wrong. I think Hazard definitely had to be in it, probably over Mane, but I think Hazard definitely has to be in there. Yeah, he didn't get as many goals, but he single-handedly got Chelsea 3rd place, so he has to be in there. Sterling's had one of the best seasons he's ever had, so definitely he has to be there. You probably swap out Moutinho over Neves, but I think Neves kinda edges it a little bit, even though Moutinho's probably the best bit of free transfer work I've seen ever. These two definitely have to be in here. Alisson got 21 clean sheets, so it's kind of obvious he has to be in there. He has to be in there because there's no one else, really. And I would put in a manager, but there's 2 managers that would go in there, really, which is Pep, who won it, and Klopp, who have made Liverpool one of the best looking football side in the world, I'd say, for the past 2 years. And I say 2 years because when he joined, defense was awful. I mean, Lovren and Klavan in the same team. Oh my god. And then we brought in Matip with Lovren, and we still didn't do anywhere near as good as we should have. But that's it, guys. I don't know if you would put in anybody else. If you would, let me know in the comments down below. You probably put Trent in there instead of Doherty. You probably put Ederson in here instead of Alisson. Or hell, you might even put Aguero, who was in the team this season, instead of Hazard. But I think Hazard definitely has to get in there. So, if you guys did enjoy this video, leave it a like. Won't be doing many football videos, but that's just how the cookie crumbles. And I will see you.